There is a rhythm to this land, a pulse that has beaten through generations. But now, a profound change is underway across the American landscape. A great migration, not of animals, but of industry. Giants like Tesla and SpaceX are moving, leaving behind echoes and questions for the communities they leave. Imagine your favorite travel destination. How might its soul transform as the economic currents shift? This is our journey through 10 states, exploring how these changes reshape the places we love to visit. California, once a beacon of innovation, a land of opportunity, and a symbol of the American dream. For decades, it has captivated the world with its groundbreaking technologies, vibrant culture, and breathtaking landscapes. A place where the future arrived first, shaping industries and influencing global trends. It was the undisputed leader in technology, entertainment, and progressive thought. From Silicon Valley, the epicenter of technological advancement, to Hollywood, the dream factory of the world, California set the standard for innovation and creativity. Its unique energy drew dreamers and travelers alike, all seeking to be a part of its magic. People flocked to California, drawn by the promise of a better life, a chance to make their mark and the allure of its stunning natural beauty. But now, as tech titans depart, seeking new horizons and lower costs, a sense of unease is palpable. The exodus of these industry giants is sending shockwaves throughout the state. Communities built around them, once thriving and prosperous, now face uncertainty and an uncertain future. The departure of major employers leaves a void that is difficult to fill. Small businesses, the backbone of local economies, are struggling to survive as foot traffic dwindles and consumer spending declines. Local artisans, who once thrived in the state's creative atmosphere, are finding it increasingly difficult to make ends meet. And even the state's iconic parks, cherished for their natural beauty and recreational opportunities, feel the ripple effects of economic decline. The hum of progress is quieter now. The once unmistakable buzz of innovation has faded, replaced by a sense of quiet contemplation. The social fabric is shifting as longtime residents grapple with rising costs of living and a changing economic landscape. Once bustling tech campuses risk becoming modern ghost towns, symbols of a bygone era of unprecedented growth and prosperity. Even natural wonders like Yosemite, with its majestic granite cliffs and cascading waterfalls, and Joshua Tree, with its unique desert ecosystem and iconic trees, depend on a thriving local economy to support tourism and conservation efforts. As resources shift and priorities change, the long-term stewardship of these natural treasures is increasingly at risk. California stands at a crossroads, its legendary promise in question, its future uncertain. The challenges it faces are complex and multifaceted, requiring innovative solutions and a renewed sense of community. For travelers, visiting now means witnessing transformation firsthand, observing the shifts and changes that are reshaping the state. It's about more than just scenery, it's about understanding the complexities of a state in transition. The Golden State story is no longer just about sunshine and endless opportunities, but about resilience, adaptation, and the enduring spirit of its people as they navigate a new era. Texas, land of independence and ambition. Its open spaces and booming cities drew industries like Tesla and SpaceX, fueling a vibrant tourism scene. But what if these anchors move again? The economic landscape could shift overnight. Small towns, state parks, and cultural festivals, all part of a delicate ecosystem, would feel the impact. The spirit of Texas is resilient, but the traveler's experience may change. The sense of boundless possibility could give way to uncertainty. Is this boom permanent, or just a chapter? For visitors, Texas may soon be a place where dreams are reevaluated, not just chased. Nevada, a state etched in the American imagination. A land of contrasts, where the arid desert meets the towering mountains, a place where the extremes of nature collide in breathtaking displays. It's a state that defies easy categorization. From the dazzling neon of Las Vegas, a beacon of entertainment and excess, to silent valleys and ghost towns, whispering tales of fortunes won and lost, of dreams that flickered and faded under the desert sun. These forgotten settlements stand as stark reminders of Nevada's volatile past. Recent tech and manufacturing booms promised a new era, promised stability beyond the cyclical nature of tourism and gaming, a chance to diversify and build a more resilient economy. But if these industries leave, drawn away by cheaper labor or more favorable regulations, the dream of diversification could fade like a mirage on the scorching asphalt, leaving behind a sense of disillusionment. Communities around these new industrial hubs would face uncertainty, their livelihoods hanging in the balance, echoing Nevada's boom and bust past, a history etched in the very landscape, a constant reminder of the ephemeral nature of prosperity. The burgeoning art scene in Reno and the hopes of new small businesses could struggle to survive, starved of investment and opportunity. The traveler's journey might return to extremes, the highs and lows that have always defined the Nevada experience, the dazzling Vegas, a spectacle of human ingenuity and desire, and the stark Great Basin, a vast expanse of solitude and raw beauty, a place to contemplate the insignificance of man against the backdrop of eternity. Nevada's identity is inextricably tied to risk and reinvention, a state that has always dared to gamble on its future. Its natural wonders endure, testaments to the power and resilience of the earth, but the human story is entering another uncertain chapter, a period of transition and potential upheaval. For those who venture beyond the shimmering lights and into the heart of the Silver State, the signs of change are visible everywhere, etched into the landscape and the faces of its people. Florida, America's playground, a land synonymous with sunshine, relaxation, and endless possibilities. It's a place where dreams are chased under the warm rays and where the vibrant culture pulses with life. Built on sun, beaches, and dreams, Florida has long been a beacon for tourists and those seeking a slice of paradise. The allure of the coast, the promise of adventure, and the laid-back lifestyle have all contributed to its enduring appeal. The Space Coast's resurgence has brought new energy, injecting a sense of innovation and progress into the state's identity. Once a symbol of the past, it's now a hub of future-oriented endeavors. This area is successfully blending tourism with high-tech industry, creating a unique synergy that attracts both visitors and skilled professionals. It's a testament to Florida's ability to adapt and evolve. But if this pillar falters, if the economic winds shift, the consequences could be far-reaching. Local businesses and the state's image as a thriving destination could be severely impacted, potentially leading to job losses and economic hardship for many. The state's reputation as a hub of innovation is also at risk, potentially deterring future investment and hindering long-term growth. Economic shifts could disrupt the delicate balance that sustains Florida's prosperity, creating uncertainty for residents and businesses alike. This could threaten the optimism fueling Florida's growth, potentially leading to a slowdown in development and a decline in overall economic activity. For visitors, the magic of theme parks, the joy of exploration, and the thrill of adventure will always hold a special place. And the allure of the beaches remains, a constant draw for those seeking sun, sand, and relaxation. But the context changes, the underlying reality shifts, and the overall experience may be subtly altered. Infrastructure and conservation may suffer due to budget cuts or shifting priorities, potentially impacting the long-term sustainability of the state's natural resources. This could ultimately impact the quality of the experience for both residents and visitors, leading to dissatisfaction and a decline in tourism. Even the perfect vacation, the meticulously planned escape, could face new realities, unforeseen challenges, and a sense of underlying uncertainty. Florida's story reminds us that even the most seemingly invincible destinations, even beloved destinations, are vulnerable to economic tides, to the ebb and flow of fortune and circumstance. The sun still rises each morning, painting the sky with vibrant hues, but the human story, the narrative of Florida's future, is entering a more turbulent season, a period of uncertainty and potential change. New York, a name that pulses with energy, from city skyscrapers to tranquil lakes. Its prosperity fuels world-class culture and preserves natural beauty. But a shift in its economic bedrock would send tremors statewide. The bright lights of New York City could dim, and upstate towns would feel the impact. State parks and scenic escapes depend on this complex engine. If it sputters, the travel experience changes for everyone. New York's resilience is legendary, but this challenge is a slow erosion. For travelers, it's a chance to witness a great state navigating profound change. The journey here is now through both space and time. Arizona, land of ancient canyons and modern growth. Its sunny climate attracted industries from aerospace to tech, fueling tourism and preservation. But if this foundation cracks, cities could stall and communities struggle. The balance between progress and preservation would be tested. For travelers, the journey could change. Roads, parks, and local businesses all depend on economic health. A downturn could strain resources needed to protect these landscapes. Arizona's beauty is timeless, but its human story is one of constant change. A shift in fortunes would be the latest chapter in its resilient history. Visiting Arizona may soon mean witnessing both endurance and vulnerability. Colorado, defined by its mountains and adventurous spirit. Tech and aerospace have fueled prosperity, supporting both wild spaces and vibrant cities. But if key industries depart, the state's careful balance could break. Communities from Denver to mountain towns would face tough adaptation. The lifestyle that draws visitors could be threatened. Trails, ski slopes, and cultural scenes all rely on continued investment. The mountains endure, but the human story is shifting. For travelers, Colorado may become a place where optimism meets challenge. Even in idyllic landscapes, modern struggles are never far away. Washington, where rainforests meet glaciers and innovation meets wilderness. Seattle's rise brought global attention, prosperity, and a vibrant culture. But as some giants leave, the economic vacuum challenges the region's identity. Communities dependent on tech and aerospace must adjust. The Pacific Northwest dream is at a crossroads. For travelers, the energy of Seattle and the care of natural parks may be diminished. The journey becomes one of witnessing a region in transition. Washington's forests and mountains remain, but the human landscape is in flux. Prosperity's canopy can thin quickly, changing the light for all who wander here. Michigan, cradled by lakes, shaped by industry, and defined by resilience. Its journey from manufacturing powerhouse to diversified hope has been hard-won, but the loss of a major company could reopen old wounds and threaten renewal. Urban revitalization and creative growth could stall. For travelers, Michigan offers both natural splendor and industrial history. A downturn could impact the vibrancy of cities and preservation of its treasures. The Great Lakes endure, but the human story is one of perpetual adaptation. Michigan's saga is a reminder. Reinvention is rarely a straight line. The spirit of a place is often forged in its most difficult moments. Georgia, where southern charm meets modern ambition. Recent booms in film tech and logistics have transformed the state, but a major industrial shift could stall this momentum. Communities thriving on new prosperity would face uncertainty. The balance of old and new, so central to Georgia's allure, could be threatened. Small towns and vibrant cities alike might struggle. Resources for natural and cultural preservation could dwindle. For travelers, Georgia becomes a place to witness both beauty and vulnerability. Its enduring spirit is tested at every crossroads. Thank you for joining this journey across a changing America. The landscapes we cherish are living places shaped by industry, community, and hope. What are your thoughts? Share your stories and hopes for these destinations below. If you wish to keep exploring, please subscribe. Your support fuels this journey. Until next time, travel with open eyes and an open heart.